Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On first down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 40 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On third down, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. But they'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they're going to start this next drive in excellent shape right at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. They'll go again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go, here we go. We got 4. Set! 180. 4 down. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Switch. Set! 180. Alert 3. Check 3. Check 2 of them.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Lockett the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They go play action here on first down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. For Marshall, that's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Hey. 4 down. Set! 180.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperate, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Marshall, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Set! 180! Check, watch the 4.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run it with Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.